man who said I'd rather be lucky than good saw deeply into life.
Oh my God. It's huge. We're gonna get lost in here.
God, look at you, man.
Good to see you.
Yeah, it looks like you're doing all right for yourself, aren't
Thanks.
you?
I got married. Very nice. Family's got nothing but money.
He saw me across the room and he honed in on me like a guided missile.
Chris? There you are.
Just say your phone number, please.
We never seem to find peace.
You know it's been over a week since we made love.
Chloe and B.
We're always
You're gonna do very well for yourself, unless you blow it
And how am I going to blow it?
by making a pass at me.
So you are aware of your effect on men.
I think I'd be something very special.
And are you?
Well, no one's ever asked for their money back. I don't think this was a good idea. You shouldn't have followed me here.
Do you feel guilty?
Do you?
Are you having an affair?
Of course I'm not. Don't be silly. I don't know what I'd do if I couldn't see you. I mean it.
I don't know what I'm doing with you. You're never gonna leave Chloe.
Maybe I will.
Stop playing games with me.
Keep your voice down. I don't fool myself that I haven't gotten used to a certain kind of living. Am I supposed to give it all up?
Do you miss me?
Are you mad calling me here?
If you don't have the nerve to do it, I'll do it.
So you're threatening me? If I don't do what you say, you're going to go to my wife.
Hello? Who keeps calling?
You have to protect me. My family, my marriage is at stake.
You lied to me. You're a liar.
You can learn to push the guilt under the rug and go on. Otherwise, it overwhelms you.
For my next trick, I'm going to need a volunteer. This is your first time on stage?
Yes.
You're an incredible human being and a credit to your race.
Last night, when you put me inside that Chinese box,
Yeah, the dematerializer.
a spirit materialized.
I'm a reporter, and I have the scoop of the decade. It's got everything. Big names, murder. Write this down. Peter Lyman, son of Lord Lyman, is the tarot card serial killer. This will be the biggest story to hit London since Jack the Ripper.
Jack the Ripper. Is that capitalized?
You're in over your head.
I'm a journalist sitting on top of the biggest stories of all time.
Yeah, for a college paper.
That's him. Let's follow him.
You know, I think you could probably get this guy to get interested in you. Particularly if he's got a twisted mind.
I'm Peter Lyman.
Jade Spence.
My father's giving a garden party at this estate. I'd love you to come.
This guy's a serial killer. He could just kill at any moment.
I heard that part. That's when I knew I was going to make other plans.
You know, you're a very attractive, sexy girl. You better watch out.
Do you know anything about tarot cards?
Have you had an experience where a bell goes off just right away?
Wow. You work really fast.
You're a wonderful woman. You're a credit to your race.
Go downstairs, open the music room door. I'll meet you down there in a minute.
Did you see Miss Spence?
What more proof do you need?
What are you going to tell the police? The guy owns a deck of tarot cards. That's not a crime.
There you are. Check to see if a card's missing.
Why did you hide that tarot deck in your music room?
How do you know about that?
We gotta put our heads together.
If we put our heads together, you'll hear a hollow noise.
Finally, just you and I all weekend.
You're alone up there with a very dangerous man.
I'm a would-be investigative reporter who's falling in love with the object of her investigation. You want him to be guilty. That way you get your last big scoop.
Don't let me down. I'm very sorry for the extreme secrecy.
Who knows what kind of sordid life this guy has?
Have you completely lost your mind? What are you putting in your Metamucil? A woman's been strangled!
Oh. The man is a liar and a murderer. I say that with all due respect.
To your summer in Barcelona. We commissioned this artist to do the series of pictures. Yeah,
Is that the artist over there?
He had this hot divorce and she tried to kill him.
What?
I
am Juan Antonio, and you are...
Christina, and this is my friend Vicky.
I'd like to invite you both to spend the weekend. We'll eat well, we'll drink good wine, we'll make love.
Who exactly is going to make love?
Hopefully the three of us.
This guy, he doesn't beat around the bush. Look, senor, maybe in a different life. I think that you're still hurting from the failure of your marriage to marry Elena. And to be perfectly frank, Juan Antonio, I'm engaged to be married.
And you?
I'll go to your room, but you have to seduce me.
Why were you so nervous?
I mean, nothing to worry about, so.
I was in love with the most incredible woman, and she put a knife into me.
My God, that's terrible.
Well, maybe you did something to deserve it.
Christina, this is Marilena. Things didn't work out for her, and she has to stay here.
I don't like her for you. I don't trust her.
You went through my luggage?
Who knew what I would find there? After all, I had thoughts of killing you.
What? Maybe she needs psychiatric help.
You're still in love with her.
We are meant for each other and not meant for each other. It's a contradiction.
You are the missing ingredient. I get this warm feeling when I hear you both locked in passion every night. And I'm happy.
Marilena used to say that only unfulfilled love can be romantic.
It's a great story.
My husband walked out on me for one simple reason. I was too honest with him. I refused to allow him to delude himself.
Since his divorce, Alfie had his teeth whitened and his skin darkened.
You are entering a period of great fulfillment.
There's no such thing as predicting the future.
Will it be cash or check, darling?
Sally, who married Roy, a washed-up writer at 38.
That's it, I quit.
He tried to earn money. He just wasn't much of a chauffeur. All that cheered him up was the beautiful creature in red across the way.
Sorry, am I disturbing you?
No, not at all.
You inspire me.
Always wanted to be someone's muse.
I can't be in this marriage.
That man you work for, you know, the one you're always so high on.
Wow.
Don't rule him out.
Roy and I are getting a divorce.
You see how ironic and beautiful life is.
And just when you think things can't possibly get any worse.
I'm seeing a handsome stranger coming into your life.
His wife died and he's been trying so desperately to contact her.
I love you.
Fate lets you know there's bigger trouble out there.
He left me for another woman.
No.
A deceased one.
Shakespeare said, life was full of sound and fury, and in the end signified nothing.
You will meet a tall, dark stranger.
Wow, that's exciting news.
This is unbelievable. There's no city like this in the world.
You're in love with a fantasy.
I'm in love with you.
What are you doing here? Dad's here on business, and we just decided to reload along.
Oh. That's great. We can spend some time together.
I think we have a lot of commitments, but I'm sure it's... Well,
what?
If I'm not mistaken, Rodin's work was influenced by his wife, Camille.
Rose was the one.
No, he was never married to Rose.
I hope you're not going to be as antisocial tomorrow.
I'm not quite as taken with him as you are. He's a pseudo-intellectual.
Slightly more tannic than the 59. I prefer a smoky feeling. Carol and I are going to go dancing. We heard of a great place. Interested?
No. I don't want to be a killjoy, but I need to get a little fresh air.
What time did you get in last night?
Not that late. Yeah, I'll probably end up going on another little hike tonight.
Where'd Gil run off to? Been walking around Paris.
Where do you think Gil goes every night?
He walks and gets ideas.
Why are you so dressed up?
I was just doing a little writing.
You dress up and put on cologne to write?
Because you know how I think better in the shower and I get the positive ions going in there?
I had a private detective follow him.
And what happened?
I don't know. The detective agency says the detective is missing.
I'm in a very perplexing situation.
I'm from Roma. My job is to stand up here, and I see all people in Roma. All is a story.
They gave us such a great room. You know, you married a very bright guy. I got 150, 160 IQ.
You're figuring it in euros. In dollars, it's much less.
Congratulazioni, è già tutto pagato. Sono tutta tua, tutta per te.
Ma guardi che ci deve essere un errore.
Io sono qui per soddisfare i tuoi sogni.
I lived in Rome for a year when I was your age. This might have been my exact street.
Come on in, my girlfriend makes great espresso.
My friend just broke up with her boyfriend. I told her she could stay with us. She's smart and funny. Men just adore her. I think it's because of the sexual vibe that she gives off.
I always had a little yen for sleeping with a woman, and when I finally did it was incredible.
She's something, isn't she?
Ciao, faccio tardi. Ciao, Gabriele.
Ma che vi prende? Ma che siete voi?
Sei famoso!
Cosa ha mangiato a colazione?
Michelangelo,
Hi.
this is my father.
Nice to meet you.
Without the unions, the worker would be ground into dust.
The kids are communists. The father's a mortician. The mother run a leper colony.
Un evento televisivo che noi siamo in grado di documentarvi in diretta dal primo all'ultimo gesto.
Lavorare tutto il tempo sdraiati sulla schiena, non lo posso immaginare.
Io sì. I don't want to do it here.
If you're gonna screw your best friend's boyfriend, does it really matter what the venue is?
You will never understand women.
That's been proven.
Isn't it nice to be someplace of pleasure?
No.